So what I was saying, I went to this class and I didn't know animal husbandry had to do with taking care of animals.
Oh, hey.
That was awkward. Huh? What?
Hey, I think we're live.
Thanks for letting me know. Let's go for it.
All right, let's do this thing. Hold on, it takes me a long time to scroll down. This is the Something About Something podcast with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
And Mr. I can't do it. And my good friend, Mr. Ricky Pope. Oh, this is going over well. Oh, man. Thank you, kids.
A rousing start.
Is this how it's? If this is any sign of the rest of the show, please bear with us.
And if you can't bear with us, just make comment. Oh, thank you, Jason Head.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason.
He hasn't chimed in the last few weeks, so
no, he hasn't. We have that on a auto respond.
Yeah,
reminds us who we are.
Yes, keeps us humble. Jason Head keeps us humble.
Keeps us humble. Yes, if you're anywhere near the SAS studio area and in the Midwest, you are experiencing cold conditions outside, and
so cold.
Yes, so we are layered up. Yes, so
snow.
You have no place to go except on the computer and watch these two guys.
I'm so sorry.
I know. Hey, this is if this is our post Super Bowl special.
Oh yes. Post Super Bowl special.
But before we get to there, I just, if you have not, or if you have seen our show, I think it was the week before last.
Yeah, I don't think it was last week. I think it was the week before.
Yeah, we did a tribute for Mr. Peanut, who passed away.
The demise of Mr. Peanut.
Yes, and so it turned out it's a miracle as far as I'm concerned.
It all happened at the funeral, right?
It did. I wasn't invited, but it was. The
Wienermobile was there.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid Man, he was there.
Kool-Aid Man. Hey, I'm wearing Kool-Aid Man shirt today.
Hey, I see. I like it. And then the next thing you know, I mean, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. I mean, it's amazing. Enough of that. But yes, so we
have a new baby Peanut.
Basically, we got a new baby Groot.
Yes,
this is basically.
You know what this is? Somebody at Planters said, Baby Groot's popular.
Yeah. Baby
Yoda is really popular. How popular would Baby Mr. Peanut be?
We already have. I've seen online Mr. Peanut baby dolls.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. Instead of that, because Amazon, they are advertising and it's totally sold out. It's a 12-inch plush doll of Baby Yoda in his little carrier. Okay. Yes. Well, guess what? They're going to do the same thing with Baby Peanut, except he's in a shell. I made that up, but
can you have a plush Peanut?
Wow.
I don't know how that works.
Do you want to ask me that again? I don't know.
I don't know, but he is awfully cute.
He is
awfully cute.
Yes, but now what's going to happen now? Because he left behind Mrs. Peanut and his little nuts. So what's supposed to happen there?
I don't know how all that works. I don't know. Is this Mr. Peanut reincarnated, or is this not Mr. Peanut? We can't say Baby Peanut because it's not Baby.
It's like
Peanut.
The whole Mandalorian thing all over.
We can't call it Baby Yoda because it's not Baby Yoda. I don't know, man. I brilliant marketing. Way to go, Planters. By the way, they changed the name of their YouTube channel to Baby Nut. I can't stand punks like you.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
So this all happened during the Super Bowl, right?
So it's a whole baby craze.
It is. It is a
baby
craze.
I mean, not like babies, but I mean, so what else? What else is out there?
That can be a baby, or are you talking about other commercials from the Super Bowl?
At this point, I have no idea. Yes.
Baby
it's Baby Yoda.
I agree. I'm going with Baby Yoda. On
Yeah.
this show, it will forever be Baby Yoda.
Yes, we're team Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I mean, we like the peanut, but true.
Now, okay, so since we're talking about Super Bowl commercials, why don't we just go ahead and
let's do it?
So,
because one thing I want to say first is that, one thing I love, my favorite thing as a nerd and a geek when football season comes on again. By the way, throughout the whole game, I rooted for Manchester United, so it's awesome.
Absolutely, as you should. And
the only thing I didn't understand about the game, they kept picking up the ball. Nobody threw a flag. So can you explain that to me?
I think that's a different kind of football you're thinking of. I think the British football is a little different.
I don't get what you're saying.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway,
I definitely think in the great words of Morris Moss, oh look, that man over there has the ball. Maybe he'll kick it. Yes, indeed, he has kicked it. And apparently that deserves a round of applause. If you don't know who Morris Moss is, then I'm sorry. You're missing out. Hey, if you're watching online, thank you for watching. This is still the Something About Something podcast, even though we're weird. And definitely comment. Let us know what you think. So talking about commercials, Super Bowl commercials this year, definitely pandering to people our age. You think?
I definitely, because my son wouldn't understand half of that. He's 16.
Exactly. So absolutely my favorite commercial, Bill Murray and the Groundhog. Bill Murray and the Groundhog were the best.
Yeah.
The Jeep commercial.
Which is awesome because they got the same. He got his brother, his older brother. He was in it.
Yeah.
Who played the mayor, and the guy, I can't remember his name with the glasses.
Yes.
I can't remember his name. The guy who kept, yeah.
It was a brilliant commercial. Absolutely brilliant commercial. And then there was the Shining commercial.
That was creepy.
For Mountain Dew, which was a little frightening and super accurate shots, except with Mountain Dew in the way. And then there was this.
Bryan Cranston. I like Bryan Cranston, but that right there makes me change my mind.
That's a little more Bryan Cranston.
A little bit. Yes. Real football.
Oh, yes. When for those of us who are here in America, we don't know what football is. When we talk about, when you are outside the U.S., when they talk about football, it's a whole different subject. Exactly. They call what we play American football.
Oh, Jolly-O.
So, along with the theme of pandering to us was the can't touch this commercial with MC Hammer popping up everywhere and not being able to do things because your hand was covered in Cheeto dust, which I liked. And
every day with me.
And then, there's always the obligatory office humor.
That reminds me of some people, but we'll continue.
Now I currently work in an office by myself. I work out of the house full time. Mm-hmm. So, I can only say that to me.
No comment.
So the other thing that was really popular this year was space and sci-fi themes in those Super Bowl commercials. Did you notice that?
I did.
So, Oil of Olay had the Make Space for Women commercials, like 2 or 3 of different versions of these women going into space in a Olay spaceship. Then there was the SodaStream commercial where they found water on Mars, and somebody accidentally drinks it by using the SodaStream machine. And then for those who are Rick and Morty fans, the Rick and Morty Pringles commercial. I thought this one was pretty brilliant.
Yeah, I like that one. That was pretty good.
And I wish we could show all these to you, but we'd get in trouble. So,
yes.
So we don't get in trouble. You can go watch these on YouTube at some point. Then there was the Walmart commercial. And the Walmart commercial, man, the Walmart commercial had so many sci-fi references. The space guy from Lego, and young Bill and old Bill from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and Star Trek references. Oh yeah, Jason, he loved the Pringles commercial. It was brilliant, great commercial. The Flash Gordon reference, the Blade Runner reference.
I mean, they were really. I mean, they were like you said. Well, like you said earlier, they were targeting our age group.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, that.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely targeting us. There's not even a hint. They weren't even trying to hide the fact.
No.
This year.
They're going for the money.
Definitely. But I thought the commercials were pretty good this year. Better than they have been the last couple of years.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't have a picture of it, but one of the
you're
ones.
You're not talking about a picture of the halftime show, are you? Because we can't have that on the air.
we might get kicked off for that.
Yeah, we don't want to show the crotch scandal.
Oh my.
I can't scroll down that fast. Man. I don't have a photo of this one, but there was one commercial that okay, so I'm a video guy. I've been a video guy for years. Do marketing stuff. And one of my pet peeves is don't do a commercial that is so interesting that they forget what you are selling. Okay. So there was one commercial. It was basically a short documentary about the woman coach at the Super Bowl this year. Good for her. Absolutely fantastic short documentary commercial. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Okay. I bet anybody who sees it will forget what it was for. Because throughout the entire commercial, it's never referenced what the commercial's actually for. And it's for Microsoft.
Really?
At the very, very tag end, it says Microsoft.
Remember the Super Bowl back in the 90s, all the .com commercials. Most people had no clue what the commercials were about. I mean, they didn't know who were advertising it. Pets.com. Homeimprovement.com.
Yeah. Yeah. Commercials are an interesting breed. They are either brilliant or they are just ridiculous. I think the Walmart commercial was pretty good. And the Rick and Morty commercial was really funny.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good myself. Yeah.
Was there a favorite one that you had?
I would have to say Bill Murray was my favorite.
That one.
I'm a Bill Murray fan, and I love Groundhog's Day. I think that's a great movie.
So talking about movies, this is just a side note. My daughter got into this movie series. Well, it's a series now because they made 2. It's basically a horror movie. It's basically Groundhog Day as a horror movie. It's called Happy Death Day. Have you heard about this?
There was a movie that was like that.
Yeah,
where she woke up every day.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Happy
and
Death
then finally Day. It got to the point where it was the day where it eventually stopped. Eventually, it was the day where you realize, okay. And I remember in the process, she got really mad and she started going after this thing. And every day she's ticked off because she got killed.
Yeah, the whole point was that she would keep waking up back in the same day. The Post Malone commercial. Yeah, it was pretty good. Not one of my favorites, but it was good. The whole point of that movie was that until she could kill the killer before the killer killed her, she was going to wake up in the same day over and over again. But anyway, so that's a side.
They made a series out of this.
Yeah, there's 2 of them now.
Not movies, but an actual series.
No. Movies. 2 movies. Sorry, a series of movies.
Okay.
I don't think they've made a 3rd one, so no trilogy yet. But
okay,
no doubt if it made money, they will.
I got to get my hair because my wife complained the last time I was on the air that my hair looked.
You should just wear a hat.
Well, I think that's what she got. She told me that because I had the hat and all you saw was this part, she told me that's a no-no. So I don't. Hey, my good friend, Mr. Ruben. He is my main man at Theory's Coffee House.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. He is the manager and main barista at Theory Coffee and Juicery, my favorite spot.
Nice.
Yes.
Very cool. So I think we have exhausted our commercials for the day. Yeah. I mean, unless somebody would like to advertise with us, then we'll definitely do a commercial for you too. For money. For money.
For money. Yeah. We're pretty desperate.
We're cheap, but for money for sure. Exactly. So why don't we do you have any stupid news today?
That's a silly question. I always have some stupid news. Let's go ahead and get it started, my friend.
All right. It's the stupid news with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
Well, thank you very much.
You didn't play multiple times this time.
It didn't. It did really good. Hey, thank you to the podcast wife. I appreciate that.
Hey, Tiffany.
And to my good friend, Mr. Ruben. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And
quit.
Now it's stupid news. And you know what?
It's going to go to his head.
Yeah, I know.
Your hair go to your head.
Well, on stupid news, the first news that I have, I don't know if you're surprised, but this is from Florida.
A surprise.
This is from Florida, my friend.
If this is the first time you've watched, every week we have stupid news that comes out of Florida.
And I'm not looking for it. I am not looking for it.
And there's this running gag is if you want to see something crazy, look up Florida man and your birth date. And you'll find something bizarre. And it works every time. Oh my gosh.
Apparently in this
episode of Florida Man.
Yeah. A Florida Highway Patrol trooper made the stop after observing a car going 25 miles per hour over the limit
wow.
speed limit on Saturday. Sheriff officers had a sheriff canine arrive at the scene and alerted the police to the presence of contraband inside. That's when the police said that, when they say contraband, it's serious. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Oh my.
That's right. That was sad. But then the police said that they found narcotics. Get this. There were approximately 75 grams of meth, 1.3 kilograms of GHB, 1 gram of
Wow.
cocaine, 3.6 grams of fentanyl, 15 MDMA tablets, and drug paraphernalia. Now, now, listen, Ricky.
Yeah.
Note to self. Note to self, my friend.
Okay.
Do not traffic your illegal narcotics in a bag that's labeled "bag full of drugs." No joke,
Are
my
you
friend.
kidding?
No joke.
Oh,
Yes, the items you see on the screen is what was confiscated from the Florida Center, actually the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Department, and because of that, well, anyway, apparently this man has some OCD, and apparently he needs a label on his bag that says "bag full of drugs." So
oh my
anytime you have to go across the state with contraband, remember, change it to a bag of Tootsie Rolls, change it to a bag of coins, change it to anything, but don't put "bag of drugs" on it. And if you do, you deserve to be caught.
Yes, you do.
You deserve to be caught.
That's right up there.
Wow, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's right up there with the police stations that that post on Facebook that if you have any cocaine or marijuana, make sure you bring that in to us to check it, because there's some bad stuff going around that might kill you, but we'll check it for you.
Oh yeah, that's a friendly public
service there.
Yeah, exactly. So remember, when you're driving along and you have be sure to have all your narcotics not in the bag that says.
Am I driving okay? I think we're parked, man.
Exactly.
Oh my God!
I don't know where that came from, but
so, Benjamin says he's playing Assassin's Creed and drinking coffee. He's like doing it all. He's watching us.
He walked drinking coffee. One of my favorite things in the world. Number 2, playing video games. Love it. And 3, doing a top-notch podcast.
Top-notch. Doing a podcast. Maybe not top-notch.
Top-notch.
Oh, Jason Hamilton says, Florida man, August 26th, Florida man claimed to be God, arrested after touching people fighting. I guess that's Jason's birthday.
I guess so. I don't.
Oh my God!
I don't get it.
Why does all this weird stuff happen in Florida?
I don't know, but we'll change it up. And
you got another story for me?
I have another story. Back in the old days, back in the ancestral countries of Japan and Asia, they used to settle disputes.
Okay.
Uno, amanu. I can't. Never mind.
Manu. Except that's not Japanese at all.
Yeah. You'll get the cultural experience here at Something About Something.
It's the wrong culture. I don't
know what kind of culture you're going to get, but you're going to get culture, my friend.
So samurai sword.
Samurai. Well, in this situation, it's relevant, or maybe not. But let me set it up for you here. Apparently, David Ostrom, 40, of Kansas, said in a court filing on January the 3rd that his former wife, Bridget Ostrom, 38, and her attorney, Matthew Hudson, had destroyed him legally. Ostrom have been embroiled in a dispute over custody and visitation issues and property taxes payments for a while now. The judge had the power to let the parties resolve their disputes on the field of battle.
Oh, really?
Apparently, yes. Apparently.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, apparently. He asked the judge to allow him to have a sword fight with his ex-wife.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
A sword fight with his wife.
Yes, he also asked the judge for 12. He also asked the judge for 12 weeks time so he could secure a Japanese samurai sword.
Because he couldn't get one easily.
Well, for number one, you think you would have one handy when asking the judge.
Exactly. If I'm going to say that I want to I want to battle my wife, you would think they already had that sword up on the wall.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
His motion filed with the Shelby County District Court stemmed out of frustration with his ex-wife's attorney. The attorney said, "I think I've met Mr. Hudson absurdly with our own." I'll just add this. Hudson argued in his legal response that because a duel could end to death, such ramification likely outweighs those property tax and custody issues. Hudson asked the judge to reject the request by trial by combat. The judge said in his own filing Monday that he wouldn't be issuing a decision anytime soon, citing irregularities with both sides, motions and responses. He said until proper procedural steps to initiate until proper procedural steps to initiate a court proceedings are followed, this court will not take any further actions concerning any motion, objection, or petition filed by either party. So basically, he's holding off on doing Harry Carey.
Oh my gosh. Jason says he was looking for a
Kill Bill
Hattori Hanzo sword, a Kill Bill reference. Oh.
Ooh.
Side note. Thank you, Jason. I'm going to pull this out of the air real quick. Rumor has it Kill Bill 3 is going to be a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we don't know anything. I don't know anything else. That's all I know.
Keanu Reeves going to play in it?
I don't know.
Because he's in everything.
He's in everything.
Might as well.
If he's not in everything, he's rumored to be in everything.
I think he's competing with Samuel Jackson.
Exactly. Oh, Samuel Jackson. Another side note. Hitman's Bodyguard is going to have a sequel.
Really?
The at least the working title. I don't know if this is the real title or the working title, but it's kind of lame. It's The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. and what I gather is that Ryan Reynolds' character is going to be protecting Samuel Jackson's wife. That's his job for the movie. Have you seen Hitman's Bodyguard?
I have seen that.
Oh my gosh,
I'm hoping the writer who came up with the title is a better writer for the movie. I'm a little concerned about the title.
The title's a little weak, but
it's a little weak.
The title was kind of weak on the first movie, but it was funny.
But I like Ryan Reynolds, yeah,
and Samuel Jackson. They play well together.
Yes, they do.
Okay, sorry, I completely derailed.
No, that's all right. Hey, don't worry about it.
So do you have anything else?
I have one more thing I'd like to end.
Okay.
And, this is another public service announcement in these situations. Just a notice to our law enforcement officers, who I appreciate them, and they have a better training than most countries. But unfortunately, in Indonesia,
okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, Indonesia is something. Usually, sometimes we don't think through the things that we should, that are perfectly normal. But in this incident, this is just too much. Turns out the police in Western Indonesia got people insanely high when they tried to burn 3 tons of marijuana.
Oh my gosh.
Hey man, are you okay?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Why? To destroy illegal imports in the fire. According to the police officers anticipated that the fumes created by the burning drugs would be potent and powerful, and were prepared by wearing gas masks. But it seems like they forgot to inform the locals in the surrounding areas, and a number of people complained, saying they suffer from dizziness, headaches, reportedly felt completely high. Well, not only that, my friends, not only marijuana was thrown in there. Let's take a little look at this. Police also destroyed 1.8 kilograms of crystal meth. And get this, my friends.
Goodness.
Get this. Get this. I can't even say it. 2,500 pills of ecstasy pills.
Oh my. Oh my.
2,538 pills of ecstasy, all combined together in this burn pile.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one resident named Deedon said, "I got a headache because I wasn't wearing a mask." And several journalists reported that many people had to sit down. One guy had to sit down and have a cup of tea to deal with the high. So I guess Earl Grey to me. Oh my goodness! Did we burn some marijuana?
I guess
What just happened? Did we just?
I don't know. Something completely freaked out. I got kicked out of the studio.
Do you have a medical license? Because this scares me here. What just happened?
Well, apparently we're still live because Jason is still commenting.
Oh my!
What did Tiffany say? Why you guys
switch? Yeah, she says we switch places. Oh, bonfire! But yeah, she was saying we switch places.
Yeah, we did there for just a second.
Wow, that was like a It was like a out of body experience. I felt like you for a minute, and I felt pretty sexy about it.
What can I say?
Oh my. Oh my.
Stop it.
You're too fast. I can't get to the picture fast enough.
I know. It's just we got to figure out the system. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, apparently law enforcement agencies have something to base like an example of what not to do when burning contraband.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of drug news tonight.
There was a lot of drug news tonight.
I don't ask me why I was in that focal point today. It's just I was just there. So anyway, I guess that will conclude
the stupid news. This was the stupid news with your host, Mr. Mike Shilley.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel like
wow is right.
Nap now. I need to take a nap. All the moving around back and forth on the screen, it wears me out.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. I totally got kicked out. I had to log back in. I when I saw it, I was like, "Oh no, are we still live?" And we are.
Yeah, are we?
So,
are we having a little timer going?
Hey, there's several people out there watching. So if you're watching, put a comment in real quick.
Comment in
so that we know we are still live.
We want to know we're live. We want to know if you can hear us. We want to know that if you care, if you really love me,
if you care,
if you really love me. This is so creepy. Everybody, all suddenly, everybody think the internet just froze.
The number of people watching just took a nosedive.
Oh yeah, we went from 8 to 6. we went to 5. We're losing people left and right.
Oh my gosh!
Get to the next segment.
Okay, next segment. Hey, let's talk about the new trailer from Disney Plus.
Yes, let's go there, please.
Disney Plus just released and they dropped a new trailer this week about Marvel. It's all about Marvel stuff. Creepy stare. Yes, that's my creepy stare.
We're gonna lose more people. Stop.
Okay, stop. Okay, I'll stop now. So new Disney Plus trailer for the Marvel shows, specifically the Marvel shows. And a couple of things I noticed when I watched. Have you watched the trailer?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so really cool shots. We get to see Falcon throwing the shield. We get to see Sebastian Stan, the guys together. Then we get a glimpse of the WandaVision show. And
that's interesting.
Yes. So we get this.
Well, that's
and then we get her Scarlet Witch in the classic comic book costume for just a moment. These like flash by.
I know.
And then some mid 80s sitcom, maybe 60s.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what this one is.
I'm not sure what they're doing. The Brady Bunch.
This is definitely a Brady
definitely
Bunch
Brady
reference.
Bunch there. Yes.
This might be an 80s reference. I think this is an 80s reference.
Reminds me of, yeah, it could be. Yeah.
But it's like all these classic TV shows. And then it ends with one small clip from the Loki TV show.
That would be interesting, Loki.
Definitely. But here's what I noticed. It definitely, just from the clips that are available, it looks like WandaVision and the Falcon Winter Soldier TV shows definitely have more production completed than Loki.
Yeah,
I mean, Loki is like one small clip, one line. He's just sitting there at a table like he's under arrest, like he's in a weird jumpsuit thing, and that's it. That's it from that show.
Okay, so explain something to me, because
sure,
I am more of a DC guy. I understand the lore of DC. I know some of Marvel, but WandaVision, is that a reference to anything, or is that something?
Well, okay, so I have speculations, but I don't have confirmations. Definitely, there's something weird going on.
Okay.
In one particular comic series, Wanda was married to Vision. Okay.
Okay.
But he never died, so that's a problem for the cinematic universe. Okay. Is that he's dead? That Vision is dead. But in the comic books, they did actually get married. Well, one particular storyline, they have kids, which is kind of a problem because he's an android. And you find out later that what has happened is she has created this whole. She is so powerful that she's created her own universe. She has manipulated the world for all these things to happen. So that could be what they're doing here. One thing I read was the idea that this is like her own little bubble universe. None of this is real. She is creating all of this in her mind.
Really?
Which explains that and that.
Yeah.
And that and that and that, so so none of this is, so the idea here could be that this is a separate universe inside of the cinematic universe. So it kind of exists in conjunction with, but slightly outside of the cinematic universe.
So basically, we're looking at I don't know what to call it. I don't know, because are they going to play? Are they going to play off of like every episode? It's almost like a different.
I don't know.
Hey, Leave It a Beaver. Hey, the Brady Bunch. Hey,
I don't know.
It's kind of odd. Interesting though. I'd watch it.
It's either going to be really good and interesting, or really bizarre and so out there that it's not.
Yeah.
Like I suspect at some point this is going to happen, and we're going to hear canned laughter only in the episodes that this is happening.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But the Falcon and Winter Soldier stuff looks amazing. I think that could be really good.
Yeah.
Please burn the drugs. Definitely, Jason. Definitely. And the Loki deal, going along with the cinematic universe, Loki, for a Loki to be alive to do a TV show, we have to be in that weird altered universe where he stole the Tesseract and disappeared.
Now, is it just me? I remember on that trailer, he had a nemesis, or he had a, I don't know, it was the nemesis or it was the protagonist. Was there? Because there was another individual with him in that.
There was somebody, but I don't remember seeing who it was.
Yeah.
Um,
If anybody's seen it and can tell us,
That's pretty good.
I have
son.
no idea where that came from. That was the wrong mouse. Oh, could actually mesh with Doctor
oh,
Strange.
definitely could be. The multiverse of madness thing that could fit in with the Wanda thing too. Honestly,
Yeah.
Wanda and Loki could fit into that weird, complicated deal. But I'm looking forward to them. I'm going to hold on to Disney Plus. I'm not going to be a spoil sport that cancels.
Mandalorian. It comes out, I think October the 4th.
Oh, is that did we finally get a date?
Yeah.
Okay. The last I heard, it was fall.
Yeah, so it's coming in October. So you get.
I'm
to
excited.
Ramp up the Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda
production line again. So
exactly.
Exactly, Baby Yoda.
Maybe we'll actually have Baby Yoda plushes this year.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's interesting. Was there anything else that caught your attention?
That was all I had from the kind of the TV and movie side. I actually mentioned the other two things earlier, which were side notes. Still wanting to know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he stole it in the past, and it's an old one.
They have gone so
so jacked up.
I can't. I mean, even Doctor Who is scratching his head, going, "What?" Even Doctor Who's going, "Okay,
yeah, this is weird. How does that work?"
yeah. I don't.
I'm with you, Michael. I'm with you.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how some of that is supposed to ever make sense. I don't think some of it ever will. They're just gonna, if Marvel does what they've always done in the comics, at some point they will just use what they like and ignore what they don't.
Have you heard anything new with DC? Now, J.J. Abrams, is he supposed to take the helm on? We talked about it a while back. The Dark.
Oh, the DC Dark Universe. I don't know. I haven't heard any more about that deal.
Okay.
I just heard he had a contract with Warner, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
And I've also read some information that Indiana Jones 5.
I saw that. I wasn't going to mention it.
I'm sorry, I had to.
I just was going to ignore it and act like that didn't happen.
You know me, I like pulling crap out of a box, so that's what I did.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Hell, I mean, you can't tell him. I mean, he used to do his own stunts on some of this, but give me a break. I'm gonna give him a break.
I don't know.
In the article that Shia LaBeouf, who played his son in the last deal, of course, he's crazy as all get out.
Oh my goodness, yes.
He's not going to be in this, which is awesome.
Thank goodness.
Steven Spielberg is coming back to do it.
That's good.
It makes me think, though. You know, I'm kind of like a history geek. You know, I see. Okay. You know, they had Indiana Jones was like the mid 30s, late 30s for Temple of Doom. The Last Crusade was, you know, like almost getting in the 40s in World War II. And then we jumped to 1950s with the fridge. Yes, exactly. With the fridge, with the enemy being the Russians in the Cold War.
Yes.
So, okay. So
how old is he?
Yeah. So what era is he going to be in?
I don't know.
How old was he? If you can help me out here, folks. Indiana Jones, the 1950s was the Crystal Skull, which is, and so how long ago was that movie when it came out?
Oh, I don't. Which one? The Crystal Skull
Crystal
was
Skull.
2008. So that's
Okay.
12 years ago.
Oh, so now we're like what, 62, 65? So he's gonna be what, a hippie now?
I don't know.
Indiana Jones and Puff the Magic Dragon. I mean, what is that? I mean,
I don't know. I was trying to find something that
Oh, man.
I was trying to find something that said how old he would be. But I can't find anything that suggests how old he would be.
I agree with Jason. Oh, thanks to
What?
Cody for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Cody.
Shark has been jumped.
Yeah, that's the truth. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
the fridge has been tossed. That's the deal. It's the fridge, okay? In the case of the creaking, yes, exactly. Case of the creaking body. Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
In the case of the creaking body.
Oh, exactly.
That's exactly right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know.
I had to mention it because I saw it and I couldn't stand having that in my own mind and not sharing with others to go through.
Sometimes you just have to share.
I have to. Not it's yeah.
That's what I did earlier when I interrupted stupid news.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So hey, we've got I've got a couple of gaming things, and it's not.
Oh yeah,
just a couple of things. If you're like me, you want free, and
I like free.
Like free. So
if you like free, give us a like on the podcast, because we do this for free.
That's the truth.
I'm sorry. Because you sure ain't paying for it.
You ain't paying for it.
Ain't none of you good. Oh, what? I'm sorry. Yes.
Go ahead and bring up. I don't know which one you have first. If
okay. I'll bring them up.
Actually, this is Epic Games. If you have a PC, Epic Games, they have, of course, it's kind of like Steam. They use their own launcher. And if you, for this month, right now, if you want to, on your PC, you can download Farming Simulator 19.
There are 19 of them?
Hey.
Oh, my.
And I looked on the page, and there's like 5 add-on packs. So you get your farming on, man. You want to get up 2:00 in the morning, get on your PC to start your farm, and make sure you go to bed about, I don't know.
I was going to say, do you have to do it in real time?
Yeah, it's come on. It's realistic. And if you want to, I don't think they have VR, but if you really want to experience, you might as well do it VR. So Epic does a week by week free download. A lot of it's indie titles. I mean, and it's free. You just sign up an account with Epic. You have to have their launcher if you want to download the game. And anyway, it's free, so why not? Why not?
Well, there you go.
The 2 other games that are on there. What's the other 2? Kind of throughout February. The second one will probably come out next week, and then the one after that. So just sometimes I forget about it, but you can get a lot of free games if you don't even have to. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to pay anything. So that's
I like that.
Yeah. So
I'm playing farming.
My son, who he's like a Call of Duty. He plays Destiny and all these games. He has a good friend, and he said, and I told him about this game, and he started laughing. He said, "You got to be kidding me." And I said, "No, it's free. You should play it." And he said, "Dad, I have a friend that every time I go on my PlayStation, he's online playing that game." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You should be his farming buddy." He said, "No, Dad, I'll stick with aliens and shooting dudes." I said, okay.
Oh my goodness.
So on PlayStation, if you are a PlayStation Plus member, you pretty good deal. You get the entire BioShock collection, which is an awesome deal. I can't remember, but maybe it's probably 4 games. I'm not for sure how many it's in the pack, but it's free. Also Sims 4, if you're interested in playing around with The Sims, there you go. I mean, it's free. What I do, I have a PlayStation Plus. I just add it to my library. You don't have to download it. It's still in your collection if you want to download it whenever you feel like to. Just remember, every month you can get yourself a couple of new games and just have it in your library. Maybe on a cold days like this, you want to just download a game and play something different. And from our friends from Microsoft, they have their games with gold. They do something throughout February. They do this like February the 1st, the 29th, and 16th, the 15th. They do this kind of odd thing. And I mean, I'm not a Microsoft hater, but PlayStation Plus does a better job giving away games as far as quality games, in my opinion. But you may this is the original Battlefield that's on there, which
Battlefront.
Yeah, but it's the original one, which if anybody's still playing that out there, I have no clue, because they've gone through so many iterations. So anyway, there's a couple on there, but for you Xbox guys,
very cool
guys, you've got something out there, and I just wanted to throw that out there because I like to remind my son, and sometimes I forget when I can get me something for nothing or something about nothing. That sounds
familiar.
That sounds familiar. That sounds like something two guys were trying to do in the beginning, and well, I don't think it turned out very well for him. So anyway,
hey, so I because I'm the researcher guy, and I just wanted to know. So the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was supposed to take. I'm trying to figure out what year that movie was supposed to have taken place, because I found it. Indiana Jones is supposed to have been born July 1st, 1899.
Yeah.
So, if we were in real time, he would be 121.
Yes. Yes, that's when we made the transition from something about nothing, which
yes,
pretty much it was nothing because
it wasn't. No one was listening, and
we had the oh man, do that one more time. I feel like somebody's burned some marijuana.
Sorry, I clicked something.
What's the deal with our feel like a drug episode we got going on? Kids, just say no. Just say no. Wow.
Sorry, now I'm just messing around.
Yeah, they got people having seizures out there. Don't write to us about anything. So yeah, go ahead. 19 what?
He was born in 1899. So I'm trying to figure out what year Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was supposed to happen in.
Yeah, because in The Last Crusade, it was like he was a teenager, like in 1910 or in the comic books of Indiana Jones, he actually, when he was a young teenager, he went off to World War One. Actually went to Europe for adventures and all that stuff. But
this is the Crystal Skull was set in 1957.
Well, wow. Okay.
So that would make he would have been 58 during that movie, technically.
Okay, so we're gonna throw it. Let's say if they're going to stay with the timeline as far as his age.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 12 years from then. I'm not a mathematician. So we're thinking about, Indiana Jones 5,
58, if you add 12 years, so it's 70. And I think he's 77 right now in real life. So that's not undoable. He could pull off 70.
So what is his enemy going to be in the 70s? Is it going to be?
I don't know.
He's going to what?
57. Oh, you're saying 12 years after 57.
Yeah,
so that would be 67. Yeah, so it'll be 69. Space. I bet there's some meteorite from space, or he's saving something so they can launch a
There,
rocket.
archaeology on the moon.
Archaeology on the moon. Yeah, that could be it.
Those aliens come back. And Harrison Ford is 78 this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is 78. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Hard to tell. I'm honestly not looking forward to it.
No, I don't. I brought it up just to throw out there on the fire and see what we would get out of that deal.
I loved the first movie. I really liked the third movie. I tuned out on all the other ones. On the second one and the fourth one, I just kind of tuned out. Just not
the
much.
second one.
Yeah, the second one. I didn't care.
More a Temple of Doom guy.
No, I wasn't. Ripping people's hearts out and while they're still beating.
Some people say it's the Empire Strikes Back of the Indiana Jones trilogy.
You could say that, but
I'm not saying it, but I know people.
They could be wrong too.
I know people say that, so I'm just saying that. So, anyway, I didn't know if you had anything on tech or not. Any tech news?
I don't have any tech news this week. Nothing new.
Nothing new.
I didn't see anything that I thought was earth shattering.
Yeah, I was checking out the www.somethingaboutSomething.com under the section of tech.
.com.
That's right. Sorry. And I don't really see anything that's really, at least as far as I'm concerned, has any notoriety. They, I know, no, except for the halftime Super Bowl show, which I'm not going to show on air. That's not.
Oh, I will say, technology-wise, the floor that they danced on, the digital LED floor was amazing. It was just the technology involved there was ridiculous. Basically, they were dancing on a huge TV screen. Yeah, it's crazy.
How big was it?
It was enough for like 30 dancers to be on it or something like that.
Have you heard anything about this Tesla autopilot dangerously fooled by a drone mounted projector?
What? No.
No, it's on something about something.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check out somethingaboutSomething.com.
Just so you know, we get feeds all over the internet. It basically feeds that come in. Sometimes it take a little bit to load, but basically you'll go to the website and there we usually will have it click. It'll open up to another website. We give all the credit,
all the props to them. We do have our archives in there too, SAS Archive podcast, and we keep our current podcasts on there too. And we also go live on YouTube as well. So check us out on that, my friends. But I was just trying to see, we hadn't had any tech news for a while, and there was a couple of things I heard through the grapevine, but I'm not able to find it. So apparently it's not that important. I know that apparently it's not that important to talk about. So, and I saw Picard. Oh, how was it?
I saw the first episode, which CBS on there, it's free. You can see the first episode because they want you to taste a little morsel of it, so you'll see the second one. And I saw the second one through I basically went on www. And that's where I saw it. So anyway, really good. It's really good.
What was the second episode better than the first episode?
Yeah, I think so. The first one was really good, and the second one, I think they come out on Thursdays.
Okay.
On CBS Access. Again, I don't have a subscription to it, but I managed to be able to see the second episode, and it was really good. And I really don't want to give anything away because it's one of those things where it's real easy to tip off the story. So if you get a chance to see it, it's worth it. I don't know if you can
Very
see
cool.
it anyplace else through CBS Access as far as, paying per episode to watch. I don't know. That's frustrating that, we've got, I cut cable.
Yeah.
And so I ended up getting Netflix and
Mhm.
and then we, of course, and then the Disney Plus, hey, Mandalorian,
Got
Baby Yoda,
everything. Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, okay, Hulu, So here I am. I'm basically getting back up to what I would pay for cable subscription, and you have to have internet on top of that. So guess what? You're not totally breaking off with a cable company because you have to have
Right.
fiber optic high speed internet to stream. So, but at least I guess if you look at the plus side, I get to choose what I want to watch, and
Yeah.
I don't have to pay for.
That is something.
I don't have to pay for commercials.
Yeah.
For the most part, unless you do something free, like Hulu does this thing for like $5 a month or $6 a month, where you can get it with ads. But I think CBS Access does the same thing. No, that's the Peacock station.
Yeah, the Peacock
station. That's what they're doing.
So there is one little tiny, before we leave, there is one little tiny bit of tech news that I don't know if it's real news yet. We will see in 2 days because it's supposed to be released on February 7th. It is the AMD Ryzen Threadripper 3990X. Okay.
3990X.
This is a 64 core processor, 128 threads.
Wow.
It's going to be like a $4,000 or $5,000 processor when it comes out. We shall see. They announced it back in November. It's supposed to release this Friday. We shall see if it does or not.
I'm checking the calendar. Hey, you know what next week is?
What's next? Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day on the 14th. And guess what we're going to have? We're going to have our own something about something Valentine's special.
Oh.
You didn't know that. I just made that off the cuff.
Just make that up.
And we're going to come up with the top Valentine's gifts for your special geek,
for your nerdy special.
Techie. Yeah.
Special nerd.
Come back, check out what we have that you can buy for your hunky geek, hint, hint, podcast wife. And,
and you'll still have 2 days to order it on Amazon and get it there in time.
Right, that's right. So anyway, yeah, so we're going to do that.
I'm glad you've committed us to that now.
Yeah, exactly.
now we have to actually do something.
Yeah, now we actually have to do it. Sorry about that.
All right. We probably should wrap this one up.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for participating on the podcast.
Absolutely. We have the best audience in the world.
Hold on a minute.
Static.
That's the podcast wife. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, this was a good show. Thank you for joining us. I think we had some people show up from YouTube too. I saw.
Awesome.
So, man, anywhere you just subscribe, like, follow, come on in, comment, be a part of the show.
All else fails, we're planning on being here every Wednesday night at the same time, 7 p.m. Central US.
That's right. I think that's a good segue to say goodbye. Let's do this thing.
All right. This was the Something About Something podcast with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
And my good friend and comrade, Mr. Ricky Pope. Well, why did I commit ourselves to do a Valentine's special?
I don't know. It's your fault.
It's always my fault.